what a man likes in a woman besides her WAP. The Cardi B Megan Thee Stallion video, right? Check this out. If Megan Thee Stallion vagina was so wet and good, why did her boyfriend Tory Lanez allegedly shoot her in the foot? If it was so good, why did he shoot her in the foot allegedly? See, that just showed me that he didn't respect her. You see what I'm saying? Because see, a grown man checks disrespect. He doesn't let it continue. See, a grown male puts up with all that disrespect, and then this is the things that happen that result what happened allegedly. Him shooting her in the foot, and also this too. See, in relationships, it's always warning signs before destruction. It's always warning before destruction, man. So it just showed me that was the tipping point. That's what caused that situation to happen, because it was the tipping point in their relationship. If they just let it get too far out of hand, and then that's what happened. Her getting allegedly shot in the foot by him. But check this out too. Don't Cardi B always catch Offset sneaking around and cheating on her? So evidently, it says to them that good wet vagina doesn't keep a man. Now it can get a man, but it doesn't keep a man. That's impossible. But check this out, player. What a man likes in a woman besides her WAP. Number one, does she truly love and respect herself? Experience is the hardest teacher, but wisdom is the best teacher, and it takes years to gain this crucial perspective. Once she's grown older and matured mentally and emotionally by going through difficult types of relationships, experiences, and life lessons, that way she'll become to trust her sense of self. A woman that has survived and moved on from a lot of hardships and obstacles that life has thrown at her shows that she has progression, strength, growth, and maturity. The strength she got from going through those life battles, growth she got from overcoming those life battles, and maturity she got from evolving from those life battles. It shows that she's been battle tested and been put under a lot of pressure, and that has made her grow thicker skin. A man can appreciate that about a woman or in a woman. Number two, has she let go of her negative people out of her life? The worst part about having negative people around is they're around to bring you down. That is true. They're around to bring you down. When she was younger, she felt a sense of loyalty out of sticking by a close friend or friends. But once she has reached a certain point in her life, in their lives, she should have came to find out that keeping negative energy around is only going to inhibit her overall happiness. Cutting loose a close friend or friends that is not growing mentally, staying laser focused and trying to work very hard to stay on their purpose like her, can be hard to move away from. But if they're bringing her down in the process, it's time to remove herself from them. Now, what this comes from? It shows progression, strength, growth, and maturity, players. You gotta have that. See, change is never painful. Only the resistance to change is painful. Because change is never painful. Only the resistance to change is painful, players. Number three, is she her most authentic self? It takes years of struggling and growth to find out who she really and truly is. But once she has come to this realization, she can fully embrace that true version of herself. This comes from loving and accepting herself. You are strong when you know your weaknesses, beautiful when you learn to fully appreciate your flaws, and wise when you learn from your mistakes. This comes from what? Progression, strength, growth, and maturity, players. Number four, does she care what others have to say about her? What they eat, she don't so. If she's been really tested and has gotten older, what can they say or do to her that they haven't already said or did? When she was younger, with a fragile mind frame, it was normal for her to get caught up in what other people had to say about her, and it did affect her. But if she's grown older and developed a stronger positive mind frame and thicker skin, she'll realize the only opinions that matters to herself is hers. Now that comes with growth, strength, and maturity, players. A lot of progression right there, players. 5, happiness has to be first possessed, but positivity is a personality trait with most people. Now check this out. I want to take my time on this one. Happiness has to be first possessed but positivity is a personality trait most people have. Positivity has to be within, but is a attribute that can be used to get anyone through the hardest situation. For most people, happiness depends on tangibles like having a great job and career, nice big home and apartment, nice cars, or nice big car, and lots of money in their bank account. But people that have a positive mindset, they can always see or find the positive side of things when facing tragedies and hard times that helps them view life better. That's because they're always looking for the best in certain circumstances and situations, and saying there's always a solution for problems in life. When facing difficulties, the best solution is to just look at the positive bright side of things, because money can't help you get out of everything, but maintaining a positive mindset can. And I was thinking about that movie, Reuben Hurricane Carter with Denzel. They falsely accused that man. It was a witness pointing him out, but he didn't even get a good look at Denzel. And they framed the man, and he did like 30 years. But see, it wasn't the money that could help him get out. He had money back then, but he kept that positive mind frame during those 30 years, man. Falsely accused, man. I hate that happened to him, man. But like I said, he wasn't bitter when he got out. He just took it on the head, man. It's a hard man. But I thought about that movie because, see, the money could have helped him. He had people even just ready to pitch in, but hey, it just his positive mind frame kept him through those 30 years, man. Strong positive mind frame. I'll add that. Strong positive mind frame, man. Because money can't help you get out of everything. It can't, players. Number 6. And Denzel's supposed to have like 6 Oscars by now, man. Especially for that movie, man. That was an Oscar, man. But number 6, knows what she likes in the bedroom. Women go through their sexual peak at an older age than men. So men know exactly what they need in bed at a younger age. And it takes women a little longer to truly be themselves sexually. But once she goes through her sexual peak, she'll be able to clearly explain what it is to make her have or get a full orgasm. I did some research on this, players. There's this guy named Alfred Kinsey. I had to do some research on this, players. Alfred Kinsey. Data shows women were likely to experience orgasms in their 30s than in their teens and early 20s. Women and men in their 20s typically have sex more frequently than people in their 40s and beyond. But for women, their sexual peak is often associated with the sexual satisfaction, which tends to increase with age, as people in their partners become more familiar with their bodies and confident in their desires. And that's why I always say, share your fetishes and fantasies and desires, with your partner, so you can bring them close to you, man. That's how you really get your fantasies fulfilled and met. You don't want to keep that away from them. Share it with them. That's the intimacy, man. Share it with them, players. But I didn't know that, man. I had to do some research on that. So I want to give Alfred Kinsey his credit, man. I had to do some research on that one, players. Number 7. She knows failure is just a part of life. I like this part. In her early childhood, teen years, and part of her adult life, failing in anything was the last thing on her mind. That was dealing with things in her life she failed at, and in relationships. And while experiencing some failures, she was probably thinking she wasn't good enough. But since she's grown more and is more knowledgeable about life, she realizes that failure is just a part of life's journey, and mistakes are just proof that you're trying. So now, since falling on her butt has made her cushion harder, her attitude is about getting up and trying again. This makes her the one, player. Well, one of the ones. And I'll just say this, players, screen her, players. Screen her. Can she handle failure? Screen her, players. Can she handle... Man, you got to handle it, player. You got to handle failure. 8. Knows how and when to say yes and no. At a young age, saying no was hard, and saying yes was easy for some women. But learning how and when to say yes and no can be a hard and long process. But with age and experience, the sooner she gets a habit of doing it, she'll get what she's looking for, and with respect from others. This also will help in relationships because she'll have learned what's valuable, most important, and what's not. Now, strengthening that resist muscle and not assist muscle. That's where that comes from, too. It is, at a young age, it is hard to just say no to somebody. You know what I'm saying? For some people now, at a young age. You want to try to, get along with everybody, especially in high school. You know what I'm saying? But as you grow older, hey, man, make a habit of saying no, Make a habit of saying no. So it does, come a little easier once you get older. Number 9. Does she have self-awareness? And this is one of my favorite ones also. Does she have self-awareness? Sharp self-awareness comes with constant practice, but also willing to accept correction. See, that's the key. Willing to accept correction. When she was younger and someone pointed out her mistakes and imperfections, she would get mad, avoid it, push it aside, and walk off. But with age and experience, she understands that correcting a wrong is just her man or someone trying to sharpen the spots she's dull at. And that helps her understand how being self-aware can be real beneficial in her whole entire life. Self-awareness helps when she's accepted to feedback and constructive criticism. This helps her take her man's proper directions, instructions, guidance, and influence. When she is crooked, he makes her straight. Player, that's what they come from. When she is crooked, now I'll just say this. I like a woman that can accept constructive criticism. You see what I'm saying? Because I'm making you sharp. Well, you dull at. See, I like that in a woman. See, that's what I'm saying. Things a man likes in a woman besides her WAP, her wet vagina. See, I like that, man. And that comes with cooperation also. I like that. When a woman can take constructive criticism. Because, like I said, I'm helping you improve. I want you to be the best version of yourself. See, I want you to improve. And that's where it comes from. Because, see, you helping her not make mistakes instead of taking the right steps. You see what I'm saying? Now, when she was making all the wrong mistakes, when you give her the constructive criticism and you writing the wrongs and correcting her, now she's making the correct steps and not the wrong steps, see? But that comes with acceptive, you know what I'm saying, being acceptive to constructive criticism. Number 10, she knows relationships take work. Yes, they all do. Marriages too. It's easy to get caught up in the lustful beginning stages of relationships. The fun, entertainment, sex, and romance. But now that she's been around the block or two, she knows serious relationships has its ups and downs, good and bad days. And it takes a lot of work and commitment. That can't be replaced, man. Work and commitment, players. Number 11. Does she know love is action? And it's also about the small things. With experience and maturity, love isn't always about the big things. It's about the small things. Because every little thing plays a part in relationships. Making an extra cup of coffee for her man when she fixes hers without him asking. That's key. Listening to understand and not reply. Keeping personal business between her and her man because she's responsible for that information getting out. Not involving any of her friends or family in her relationship business. Confiding in her man and her man only because that gives them the opportunity to grow closer. Controlling her bad body language during arguments with her man because it sends the wrong message, and etc. This is love, and love is action. Man and woman should work together, not a woman saying he can't handle her. It's not a competition. It's about working and handling things together. I hate when a woman says that. You can't handle me. No, it's not about me handling you. See? It's about cooperation, not competition at all, sweetheart. It's about cooperation. Consistent cooperation, not about competition. I can't handle you. No, we're working together. We're handling things together. 12. Does she empathize? Empathy helps her see the world from a much understandable and wider perspective. Everybody's feelings are meaningful. Or is she selfish? Play a screener. Or is she selfish? Now, I'm good. I'm not worried about nobody else. Does she say that? Now, think about Tahiri, players. She was she wasn't thinking about Vado. She was always saying like embarrassing that man. Always disrespecting him. I'm talking about in public. So I could tell what he took, you know what I'm saying, in private, but they let me know she was selfish, player, because it don't make, like, she should have said, okay, I don't want to say this because he might look small, it'll hurt his, you know what I'm saying, it'll hurt him, hurt his ego up, you know what I'm saying, why you want to, I said this, man, earlier, man, why you want to destroy your partner, build him up, man, but now they just showed me she wasn't mindful, player, of her partner, so she was real selfish, man, still is. 13. Loves you, not just your lifestyle. A major thing that's important in a relationship is unconditional support from both partners. It's real easy for a woman to have a man's back when he's making 6 figures and providing everything she wants and needs. But will she be at his side if he doesn't get that raise, promotion, gets laid off, or decides to leave that job and pursue another one? If she's a real rider and a stay aliver, she'll back him 1,000%. Whatever happens. What causes most relationships to break down is finances. One partner spend one way to make the money than the other, and not budgeting when they should. So screen her to make sure she's on one accord with this player, please, man, because hey, it's always like one spending, one saving relationships. So you got to break that up, player, because hey, man, she's vanity driven too, player. Check her, man, screen her now. And she's irresponsible with money, she's a bad lover. 13. Most women have happy moments, but are never satisfied. So is she hard to please? Now check this out, players. Most women have happy moments, but are never satisfied. So is she hard to please? Every woman has her standards, but you want to really make sure she's not hard to please. Take mental notes. Is she always complaining about a newer or more expensive, bigger home, and when she really can't afford it, players? Or is she living out of her means? You know what I'm saying? Take notes on that too, man. Take notes on that too. About how she wanted a much bigger or better gift than what you got her. You know, check that too, player. You know what I'm saying? She complaining about, I should have got a bigger, better gift than this. You know what I'm saying? Than what you got her. Check that. If she has unrealistic expectations and never seems pleased, just avoid her altogether, because the most important value and aspect in serious relationships is the mental, emotional, and physical commitment to one another. And that's priceless, man. Can't no present come before that, player. That's priceless, man. When y'all making a commitment towards making a relationship work, that's priceless, man. No gift, no car, no big house, nothing, man, can come in place of that. The commitment, hard work, dedication, man, to making a relationship work. Man, come on. 14. Does she let you in beyond the physical? Does she let you in beyond the physical? Check this out, man. Every partner in a relationship has boundaries. But if she's really ready to get serious, she'll make sure she opens up her mental and emotional legs to her man to bring him in on a deeper personal level. Let me make sure I say that. This requires her to let her guard down and be real comfortable sharing all levels of her life to him. And not just her good side, but reveal her other 50% dark side with him. If she's really willing to break herself and let down her walls, this will pave the way and open up all the emotional, spiritual, and intellectual doors for true intimacy. I'll say this, real true intimacy. And a more healthy, trusting, and stable relationship, player. Yes, it will, man. That's on another level right there. When you can spiritually get in tune with your woman and connect with your woman, man, that's deep, man. That's real deep. Emotional, intellectual, spiritual, man. I'm talking about beside the physical, man. That's deep. That's the highest level of sex, man. Intimacy. That's why I was talking about earlier about that orgasm with women, man. Because he was saying in their 30s when they really trying to learn their bodies, man, and really know what they want, man, instead of just getting, you know what I'm saying, with the physical, man, when you can get out your mind and get in your body, oh, man, play. When you can get it like that, man, and when a woman can get out her mind and get inside her body, that's when that real sex is on then. That's when she really is about to fully get that orgasm, player. When she learned that, and they learned it around their 30s, you know what I'm saying? I know a woman at 9 years old was learning how to come, man. She was on, I think she was 9 or 12. Might have been 9 or 10. She was on, it was on YouTube talking about how she learned how to squirt at an early age, man. But you know, it's just something that can get inside their body, you know what I'm saying? Out of their head and get inside their body. But player, if you can get inside her, out of her head and get inside her body, and get her inside her body, man, orgasm. 15. Trust and loyalty is everything in relationships. Before committing yourself to a woman, you want to make sure she feels the same way about you, man. Has she truly proven herself by being put under pressure and passed a lot of your tests? Now, how you build trust, players? How do you build trust? I ask a lot of people that even in marriages, man, they really can't just pinpoint it directly for me. Like I ask, oh man, you do this and no. How do you build trust? Now I'm gonna give you some things, players. How do you build trust? Does she keep things in perspective while trying to resolve arguments? Defends you in public, even or if you're wrong, and if necessary? Do you trust her to have your back during disagreements with others? Now, like strangers, your homies, and your family members. She still got your back no matter what now. And check this out. Does she have your back against her friends and her family members? See, that's how you build trust right there. Now check this out now. Check this out. Does she keep in-house business in-house and not share with her friends or family or go on social media? That's how you build trust too, keeping it in-house. Does she do what she says she is going to do and stick to it consistently? Now let me, man, that's how you build trust for real. I'm going to say that one again. I like that one. Does she do what she says she is going to do and stick to it consistently and doesn't make promises she can't keep? That's how you build trust, players. All this does is build trust and helps maintain it. So if she has got this down, then she's proved she's devoted to you as you want to be to her. This is what a man looks for in a woman besides her WAP, her wet vagina. But check this out too. I want to hit on this one more time. When a woman says, oh, you can't handle me. Handling her is being competitive. See what I'm saying? I don't want to compete with you, baby. I don't want to compete with you. Handling her is being competitive with her. No. Cooperation is teamwork. Handle these instructions, directions, guidance, and information. It's not about competition. It's about cooperation. I don't want to handle you, babe. I want to cooperate with you. Can you be cooperative, not competitive with me? If we in this together, let's be cooperative. I don't want to handle you. I hear a lot of women say that, mostly black. You can't handle me. You know you can't handle me. You can't, man, I don't want to handle you. Cooperation. Let's work together. Are you cooperator? I don't want you to be competitive with me. See what I'm saying? This is not a competition with me and you. We together. We working together. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to hear that. No, I hear man get that all the time. Man, you can't handle me. Yeah, he couldn't handle me. Nah, well, that's him. You know what I'm saying? I look for cooperation, not competition. Especially with my woman, man. Come on now. We are a unit. Supposed to be a unit. There's no competition between me and you. Cooperation, player. Make sure she cooperative, not trying to be competitive with you. Cooperation, player, not competition. So, this is what a man looks for in a woman besides her WAP, wet vagina. That doesn't keep a man. It gets a man but doesn't keep a man, players. It gets a man but doesn't keep a man. And a man with self-control, hey, they'll have hell with him because, see, that'll make her step her game up. Because, see, he minimizing her P-power. Now, that's going to allow her to do other things besides just being entertainment for him. Now, you want to know how to hold his attention, but that's just me, players. All right, players, respect.